Hey everyone, Wolf from the future here. This has been a while since I've done one of these, but so I'm just here to let you know that there is a small issue with this episode. So when we recorded it, Brendan didn't realize that he was actually recording with his computer mic and not his professional mic, and because of that, the audio for his tracks was super low quality, and we thought that we actually would have to scrap this episode and redo it. Like, we put like a link for it, but like you would have to search for it, and so there's gonna be a whole new episode 45. But as you can see here, we actually managed to save it because we started to live stream our discussions. His discussion audio is better than the original, but his intro audio is pretty bad. But it's better than losing the entire episode. So what I did is I took the audio from the live stream discussion, cut it out properly to the correct length, inserted it into the original audio that JM, our editor, provided, and there you go. So, unfortunately, you will have to put up with his intro quality audio for a few minutes, but after that, it's all nice from there. So, I'll get out of your hair and I'll send you right back to the episode. Or I guess, to the episode. I never took you out of it, did I? Whatever. Future Wolf out.
Welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide Podcast, where we discuss and analyze your favorite marble sports. From JMR Marble League to all go-to tournaments, we'll make sure you never miss the action. All marble sports, all the time, right here on the MSW Podcast.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Marble Sports Worldwide Podcast. My name is Brendan.
I'm Commander Wolf.
And I'm the co-host, or half-host. Oh boy. Already on a great
Half-host
roll.
MFA.
Yes, thank you.
A great roll, huh?
Yes.
Yes, once again, our main half host is not being able to join us because they're getting some extra microphones so they can both record and do Discord chat at the same level of quality. So once again, we have MFA joining us.
Yes,
Yeah.
always
I'm
a
sure
pleasure, MFA.
I'm sure you're all getting tired of me. Because I make too many stupid points.
No pun there, unfortunately. I was actually trying to find a pun for some reason, but none. Anyway, let's raspberry race for this intro. Sorry, Woff. I can feel the hatred already. But yeah, it's been actually an exciting week in marble sports. The Formula E as well as the Fubeca tournament finally building up after 11 races. We're heading into a finality of that, which is going to be a very exciting final race. Another weird thing throw out there. I'm doing commentary for another channel now called Races and Fun. They do Hot Wheels stuff. So you can go check them out. It's called Races and Fun. If you like Hot Wheels and you like to hear them racing, and then also like to hear me talk about them racing, you can go check that out. So that's really, really cool. The live chat didn't hear me the first few times, so Races and Fun. Yes, that name needs some work, but the Hot Wheels racing is actually pretty good on that channel. So go check that out.
How many subscribers do they have?
Like 100 and something thousand. So 140,000, I think. So yeah, doing good, not bad. Yeah, and that's pretty much all the announcements.
Formula
it's
E.
Pretty boring, actually, in life. I'm still here in my house. This virus is still going on. Again, everybody stay safe. Of course, please all stay safe, because if you guys were to not be safe, I would not feel safe, because I want everybody who listens to this show to be happy, to be safe, and to roll on like Marble sports fans. That was wildly inspiring. But yes, please do be safe and go outside. I'm telling you guys, all right? I'm sure a lot of you are playing way too many video juegos. I don't know why I said that in Spanish. But way too many of those. So just take a minute and go outside. I went outside today for like a while, like 45-minute walk, I think. I don't have a basketball net. I used to, but then it got broken and stuff.
Sounds like a
But
typical boy.
sounds like it. But yes, definitely go outside, everybody, because it's not. You got to stay healthy. You got it. All right. If you just sit in your house and you look at your computer all day, eventually your eyes will just rupture and fall out of your body and become marbles. So if you need more marbles, you can do that, but then you can't see them because you don't have eyes anymore.
Going into the doom
But
and gloom.
that's yeah. But also you get more marbles from that, so
Yes.
it's not really that bad. Anyway, that's all the intro I got now. Obviously very intelligent as always, but I think Johnny Marble is going to do a better job with the intelligence. So let's get to the news.
Hello, Marble Sports fans! I am Johnny Marble, once again bringing you the news for MSW. And guys, let's jump right into it. So the penultimate race of the marble circuits, the Austin USA Grand Prix, has concluded, and it was the most intense race yet. The results of the race seemed to be set in stone as Gold Piston held a dominant lead throughout it. Yet marbles such as Aerofrog were able to catch up and really put the pressure on them. Despite their efforts though, Gold Piston still managed to take first and Aerofrog took second, with Black Pirates taking third. Only one race remains in the series, and with 6 marbles still in the running for the title, it's sure to be one you guys don't want to miss. In other news, Jelly's Marble Runs has partnered with Envision Virgin Racing to create Marbula E, a Formula E inspired race with marbles, representing the car companies who sponsor the drivers that unfortunately are able to race due to the COVID-19. It'll be a shorter series than Marbula 1, but it'll still give us some more marble racing to enjoy while we wait for Marble League 2020. Now, on to the race! Race number 1 took place in Paris, and it was quite entertaining, as the energetic Jack Nicklaus provided commentary for this competition of speed and skill. But in the end, Mercedes took first, followed by Venturi in second and BMW in third. I'll say Marbula E is off to a great start, and we look forward to seeing the races to come. Well guys, I've been Johnny Marble, you have been the best fans in the world. Let's take it back and continue on with the podcast.
All right, we are back from the news with Johnny Marble. Thank you again, Johnny Marble, for such an exciting news segment. He always brings us the best of the best of the best of the news when it comes to the Marble Sports community, because he brings us the only news, actually, in the Marble Sports community. I don't know of any other news anchors that talk about Marble Sports. But
That's true. I haven't.
certainly Marble Sports has been really taken over the country. Actually, in one of the articles from the New York Times, which is, pretty big newspaper, they wrote about Gel and they had like interview with Dion and stuff, and then they also even mentioned Fubeca and M&H Racing in there. So I mean, just the whole industry of marble sports is growing so fast, and I even got an email actually from some company that the company really likes marble sports, so they made their own little competition, and they want us to talk about it maybe in a future episode. So people are just going crazy with this whole marble sports thing. It really is unbelievable. I suppose I coughed there, but I think the most unbelievable, the funniest thing to me in this past week, marble sports wise, was listening to the Formula E commentator do commentary for the marble race. That to me, that I just couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't.
That was hilarious.
Unbelievably hilarious.
I remember seeing the trailer thing that starts the video on Twitter first. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. But then I watched it and on the YouTube, And on the YouTube, it sounds like one of those like the parents like, are you watching
Well,
the
if you
videos
are a
on the
parent.
YouTubes? But anyways,
YouTube.
I was watching the video and I started laughing because it was both incredibly serious, but like it was like the most serious it has ever been. Like, and it's about Marvel. It was just so funny to watch. Like how seriously they were taking it. I love it.
Yeah, and it was just him. He was like Greg Woods is perfect for Marvel Sports because he brings this excitement, but he doesn't overdo it. He doesn't like scream. But
Right.
like this guy was like going crazy because in Formula One, with Formula E or whatever, with the actual racing, like those announcers are like going off the walls, man. And he was going off the walls about these Marvel. Even in the qualifiers, he was going off the walls, man. It was like, is he gonna be able to beat this time? Oh my God! He was in his respective accent, of course,
Right.
but he was going crazy. It was so funny, dude, and I just couldn't keep from laughing. It was great, especially when the marbles had the names of cars. So like BMW, that blue marble BMW.
There was
um,
Mercedes. Of course, now Mercedes has infiltrated into Marble Sports.
yeah, actually, I mean it already infiltrated Super Mario Maker, so why not Marble Sports? For anyone who knows about that. Of course, trivia. But no, it was absolutely hilarious. I don't really have much to say about the race because, well, I don't know many of those cars. Do you have anything to say about, like, did any car was any car in real life supposed to win and then did really bad, or what is that? What is
All
all
I
that
know is,
stuff?
all I know is the sponsor who sponsored it, the team, like Midnight something or other.
Envision
I can't remember.
Virgin Racing.
Yes, Envision.
Virgin?
They got last
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
because they are terrible.
Dude, it's the
It's the
host
first
curse, man. It's the
Yes, it's the
curse.
host curse.
It's the first race in
Oh.
MFA.
No, but like, come on, host curse, man. Host curse, yeah.
Hey,
Virgin
Bolt
Racing.
Bolt destroyed the host curse in Marbula 1.
Yeah, but
Not completely.
oh, here we
No,
go.
I mean, it doesn't exactly destroy the host curse if you get 1 out of 8.
But
And you have 7 out of 8.
That's saying that the other 7 out of 8 did bad enough to have the host curse,
Which they didn't.
which there was only one team that actually did bad enough to consider it the host curse, and they were bad the whole competition.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Rangers, please? Oh, Rangers, please?
Well, even then, that would only be 2.
That's still 1 quarter.
No, well, not really. If you don't count the other one because they were bad the whole time.
Yeah, because
Now we're at 1/8.
Who was the other one?
I love how you
That was
just
pretty
reduced that fraction. Because you're like one of those you're one of those people that skew stats. Oh well, it is 1 quarter, and then just the way you said it, it's like, oh well, that's actually a lot, but it's not. It really is
Technically-
barely 1.
Well, technically, 25% is a lot.
I mean,
It's
sure.
not 25%.
But again, like the other marbles, like Momo, they were like at the time that they did their race, like the first 3 races, they were doing bad. So at the time, it wasn't a host curse for them doing bad the Mo motorway because they had been, or it's the Momo motorway. Oh, no, it was the Momo. Okay, dang it, Mo motorway. I'm sorry.
Motorway.
Anyway, either way, like the first 3 races they did bad, and so when they did bad and in the Mo motorway, it wasn't host curse because that was just consistency. And then for Razway Racers, they've been doing bad the entire competition, and so them doing bad at the Razway was not a host curse.
Or the Hornets doing bad at the Hive Drive is
Hornets were doing bad at the whole competition.
yeah. So
Well, then you can't. Well, then here's the thing: you have to say that the Savage Speeders also had a bit of a curse in the qualifiers. Then the Rangers absolutely bombed
The
it in
qualifiers,
the.
the qualifiers is not what matters. What
qualifiers
matters is the
don't count,
race.
though. Yeah. Like
Whatever.
the qualifiers aren't their own race. They're just qualifiers, as the name suggests.
Yeah.
Wait, but like, what did the Rangers place again? I forget.
They weren't like
14th in the race.
14.
They got 15th in qualifying, and 14th in the race.
Well, okay, so I guess that would be 1 out of 8 that you could say. Okay, that is a seemingly that is an outlier that could come under the umbrella of host curse, but I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. I think that at least in Marbula 1, the host curse is not existent.
What happened at the Midnight Bay circuit? I'm pretty sure the Midnight Wisps did not do very well.
Well,
How did they do?
how they do during the whole competition?
The Midnight Wisps were decent.
So let me hear some stats. Let me hear stats. How did they do in the whole competition?
getting-
Especially, how did they do in Midnight Bay?
I'm getting it right now.
I'm getting it right now. We'll cue that music, that elevator music or whatever. Do-do-do-do-do.
Hey, you asked for it.
No, I'm curious though because like I think the host curse is kind of often stretched. It's people think, oh, if you get 7th, it's not in the top 5, so it's host curse, that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just not the case. So I think we should be careful when talking about that, especially if the team was doing bad the whole time. I mean, the only one. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, the only
Okay.
one that would
So
make
I'm
sense.
watching it right. So I'm looking at it right now,
Mhm.
and the Midnight Wisps did not finish in the top 8.
Okay, but where do they finish though?
11th, outside the
11th.
points.
Well,
That's pretty
I
bad.
mean,
That's host curse.
I
That's
would not
host
say
curse.
so. I would not say so. Absolutely not.
Let's see.
I-
Okay, so
I would not say host curse because I said this a few multiple episodes ago. Wow, Marbula 1 has been going for a while actually. So a long time ago, I said that host curse in something like a 16 marble Marbula 1 season, where there's 16 racers, would only be valid if the team that finished first of all was doing good in the rest of the competition, so then did bad and it was like an aberration.
so I got
And then if the team's finishing is in the bottom 4 places, because if you take anywhere from 11 to like 5, you're kind of in the middle of the pack. You're kind of just a bundle of random marbles. So I don't consider that host.
So
curse.
here's the stats. So in order of the races, they got 11th, 1st, 14th, 4th, 6th, 10th, 5th, then 7th. They're all over the place. It's just random.
And 11th is not low enough to consider it a.
And they got 7th at their home, Midnight Bay, which is not even their worst race.
Oh, you said they got 11th at home.
No, they got
They got
7th.
11th.
It's according to this.
No, they got 11th.
Sorry, that's qualifying. My bad. So then, overall standing, 10th, 14th, 15th, 11th. They were doing bad the entire time.
They were doing 11th was one of their better performances. So
It says 12th overall. That's overall. Wait. That's overall. I'm sorry. The wiki is really weirdly designed. Here's the actual results: 10th, 16th, 12th, 3rd, 7th, 13th, 4th, 11th. Even then, they still placed bottom in like almost every race. So it's not a host curse for them to do bad at their home because they were just doing bad in general.
I would tend to agree at this point. And that's just because you can't. There's got to be hard evidence that there's a host curse. Or Rangers would be the only one of the 8 that I would be like, okay, that would back the host curse up because they were doing good most of the competition. They got 13th place or 14th or whatever. That would back it up. But 11th, which means there's 5 marbles that did worse. 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. Yeah, 5 marbles that did worse. And that was one of their better performances. You can't say host curse. And then anything above 11th, I mean, I just don't even want to hear it at that point, right? Because then you're talking middle of the pack, I mean, it's really a bundle of marbles from 10th to 6th, even 4. So, I mean, you can't really make that judgment. I mean, you would have had to seen consistent, like 12th, 14th, 16th for all the hosts to be able to say, oh, the host curse is in effect here, or it even exists at all. At least in Marbula 1, it seems to not. We'll see about Marble League this year, but I don't think so. I can't say that the host curse exists based on the data Marbula 1 has provided.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm looking at the teams and where they finished and who hosted. So we have Savage Speeders, who won. They finished fifth in the race, but in qualifying they got 16th. So a bit of validity. Now, yes, qualifying is kind of but yes, they did have a bad quali. Although that is a one-run thing, so we can forgive them since they got 5th. So we'll just say no host curse there.
Okay,
Raceway.
fine, good, yeah.
Happened.
Sorry, I had to do that.
The Raceway. Rangers qualified.
Raceway. Sorry, I had to do that. You said a raceway again.
the Raceway.
Raceway. You said a raceway again.
Brendan, we need to stop. Don't slow things down so much.
Okay, so they got qualified 15th and got 14th. So that is definitely a candidate for host curse.
Except, again, look at their
Yes.
overall performance. Look at their overall performance. Like, you can't just look at it in a
overall
vacuum.
does not point
Yes.
to these in a vacuum. But like
Mhm.
but like that's it, right?
Then we have the Mo Motorway, which they weren't doing very well, but they continued the streak. So debatable, but
Well, no, they did bad at the start, then they got better after the motorway.
Exactly. So host cursed, maybe.
Well, again, like they were doing bad just all the way up till that point. Like,
Right.
so
Then
that was just their performance.
after that, yes. And then we have Hive Drive and the Hornets. They got 8 points total.
So not a host curse.
We then have Greenstone. Green Ducks got 9th. They finished bottom half in their home
That
race.
is not host curse. Stop trying to weigh that as a bad performance because you're saying bottom half.
Technically,
It's middle of the
technically-
pack. I really have got. I feel like I've argued this one like in 5 different episodes now. It's really, to me, it's middle of the pack.
Technically, if a team were to get 9th at their home race, that would be considered bad.
The Rangers were
because
doing good, so
when you're at home-
I would consider that. Yeah, then maybe that was a slight candidate for a host curse. But again, it's just the one team. Then let's look at Green Ducks.
But like 9th is like middle, like it's especially with a qualifying with the way the qualifiers are. I mean, you don't qualify in the top 5. You're gonna have a struggle to get anywhere near the top 5. I mean, I just feel that ninth place, man. We're talking easily middle of the pack.
Yeah, it's basically middle.
Definitely, Green Ducks were playing with the top half during that race. Okay. And so, like, especially since the Green Ducks actually had a good season, middle of the pack, you can't say that's host curse.
And it wasn't even their worst race either. Like, so I wouldn't say Green Ducks that's host curse.
You know what? Honestly, there are arguments for and arguments against. I agree. I agree.
You're like a freaking
That's-
politician, man.
I,
I mean, every time. It's like, well, it's 25%. Well, it's bottom half, man. Well, there's arguments for, there's arguments against, man. That is, it's so funny, man.
I agree that it has been stretched.
Dude, it's 25%. That's a quarter. A quarter is like pretty much a half. I mean, come on.
Do you realize what started it? The Noceanics.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
but that
The
was
note-
like clear. Dude, they did not finish. They did not get a medal. All right? They were not. That's not the performance you expect from them in previous years.
Exactly.
They literally could not do better than the Pinkies. They choked everything. They barely finished ever, even in the top half. Consistent failure over and over and over again.
And
All
they're
right,
constantly
that is
hosting too.
Such more of a candidate. Yes, they had 16 events to show that they sucked, as opposed to the one Marbula 1 race. But, in Marbula 1,
Marbula
if you
1.
want to show host curse, I better see 15th or 16th place. Absolutely. I mean, the Oceanics versus the 9th place, middle of the pack, the Green Ducks performed. I mean, like, it's just not there. It's just not there.
Here's the thing.
Oh my
It's been stretched. It's been stretched by Greg Woods and the fans
When-
into a huge timeline that shows that there's a host curse. I have to agree. After seeing the evidence, yes, it's been stretched horribly. It's stretched horribly. And so now everybody believes whenever you host, you will lose.
I wouldn't say Greg Woods stretch it. He brought up, like, the fans been mentioning, is it possible there's a host curse? He never said that there is one. The fans are the ones who blew it out of proportion.
Yeah, Greg does like throw it in there here and there just for the entertainment of the commentary, but he doesn't like blow it out of proportion. Like, oh my god, they lost. Obviously, they're cursed.
It's
you know?
the fans. It's the fans who blow it completely out of proportion.
Yes. Are we not the fans though? You know?
Yes, I agree. But I honestly actually did think there was a host curse a bit, although I don't actually. I kind of don't believe in curses, but whatever. Not going there right now. But you kind of almost did believe it after the Raceway performance by the Rangers.
I think that back because the Raceway was the
time.
second race at the time, because the Savage Beaters, they always do good. So even their fifth place at their own thing. I mean, dude, they're the Savage Beaters, man. But you look at if I was sitting there watching the Raceway and only saw for those first two races, I would have been like, okay, well, come on. We're only 2 races in, a Rangers bad performance. This could be building to something of sort of proof, but it didn't.
And,
so that's
and then you
why-
also have the Savage. Well, you know what? Here's how fans look at it. The qualifying for every single race is in a separate video. So people look at it as a whole different curse.
But
So when you think
I've
about
never
it-
heard someone saying the qualifying curse. I've never heard that.
No, but people
Yeah, I haven't
also
either.
people also kind of think qualifying and the race go together.
Well, normally they did.
So-
Statistically, they generally your qualifying position determined how well you did in the race, and that was I think that was the truth for like
So
the vast majority of them.
So here's the thing: is when the Savage Speeders got 16th, that kind of added to the curse over the first 2 races.
Well, it would have added to,
And
to speculation, but it wouldn't.
Exactly.
But like,
Well, I
Exactly.
think
then the
actually
race
it's
disproves
really
it.
impressive that the Savage Beaters went from 16th to 5th.
Yeah, I would say
In their home field, in one race. You know how hard that is to do? Like, that's really
Here's the
difficult.
thing. What do people remember? The fact that they got 5th, or the fact that they qualified
the
16th?
fact that they got.
The fact that they got 5th! They're going to remember the race!
They're gonna remember the race, not the qualifier. The fact that they're gonna remember the fact that they went from 16th to 5th. That's what they're gonna remember.
Every time they will remember
Everybody
the race.
loves an underdog
Nobody
story.
remembers the qualifier.
Everybody remembers underdog stories because everybody loves
And the
underdogs.
Savage Speeders are underdogs.
In
they're
that race, they were because they were expected to lose because they were at the bottom, and then they made it into the middle. They were expected to lose, and then they did really, really well.
But let's talk on a timeline basis.
Timeline basis. Give it to me.
S- Event 1. Savage Speeders at home qualify badly.
Mm-hmm.
We think after the Oceanics performance, there is a host curse.
Yes, they would think that. Yes.
It would be inklings of the thoughts. But we have the final story.
Yeah, and then the
But
race
you know-
happened, and then disproved it completely.
And then the Raceway happened.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, and then what happened? All right,
And then the Motorway happened.
But at the time, Momo
And
was already doing
Momo-
bad anyways. So
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. That's what
Okay.
we're saying. Team Momo was already bad because they're always bad. I mean, WAF.
Except okay,
them.
everybody forget, except then, immediately after that, the next 5 races, they were a completely different team.
Me.
You're only backing up on my face point right now with that one. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do
because it's because the
We will not let our listeners think that there's a host.
no, because
curse
the
by end.
motorway, it's still the motorway is not an exception. It was not because there's 3 other races where they were doing horrible that add on to it.
The Grand Proving Grounds will be this year in the Marble League.
Definitely, always the Marble League.
I think, honestly, M1 is a little bit of a bad kind of example because you're just rolling around. I mean, there's skill involved in some of these other
Is
things.
Is that not what they're
Rolling around.
doing all the time?
Sometimes they're jumping.
Context, I would write that down.
But they have to roll to jump. Write that down?
No,
Brain
I wrote
moment.
it in a different context.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
That's they're just rolling
Look,
around.
I will say.
That's all it is, guys. They're just that's all we're talking about, right? They're just rolling around. Right?
Okay, I will drop it. I'm saying. Yep, I lose. I know when I've been beaten, and you guys have
Don't pity
kind
party
of
this
beaten the
one,
point.
okay? Don't pity party this.
I'm not pity party.
Okay.
I'm not pity party.
Anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about Marbula E more. All right. So, who did
Is
you
there a
guys have?
host curse there?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh!
Oh my God! Envision
It
Racing
just started. It's the first race.
No, but like it's pretty. Envision Virgin Racing, 12th place. They're the hosts. I mean, I think I might be crossing over to MFA's side, Mr. Ma.
It's the first race. Literally nothing else has happened.
No.
Which is perfect.
Oh, and honestly, that's how I feel about Marbula E for the most part, actually, in general. Good segue. Thank you, Off. Nothing else happened. Like, it really wasn't any different from Marbula 1. Yes, they named the marbles a different name. And yes, the commentator was hilarious because he was used to cars but did marbles. And you could hear a couple times, if you listen closely, you could hear him, like, kind of faltering there, man. Like what's even going on? What am I doing right now? You know, you can kind of catch that in a little bit of his commentary. But for the most part, he did amazing and it was hilarious. But there really was nothing different. There was no, besides the fact that I don't care how many Marbula ones you produce, it's hard to pull your eyes away from marbles racing and people yelling about them. It still was the same thing. And so, I mean, the track was a different shape, but, you know, it didn't have any cool features that, you know, stood out from any of the other previous tracks, you know. So I just kind of took it for what it was. Yes, it was cool. There was not really much progression to talk about. It's kind of like when Gel posts the frickin' like Easter egg race or the Halloween race. Yes, it's cool, but you know, we're not progressing here. The teams we're not going to see them again. We'll see the Formula E ones like a couple more times, but like, you know, we're not going to see them like over and over and over. So it is what it is, you know, and you know, it's a great idea. It's great to do that, but like, you know, it's the same stuff. I really am just looking forward to Marble League, man. I want to see those unique events again. I want to see the long jump and the curling and the freaking rafting, which is one of my personal favorites. And I want to see just that whole progression of 16 events, the qualifiers and all that. That is what I miss about JMR right now. I can't wait until we see that.
I'm with you on that, but at the same time, like, at least we have this to try and tide us over, and it gives us more time to help wait for the other channel's content, because pretty soon, Marvel Circuits will be over, and we'll talk about that after the trivia segment. But like, then we have MSPN, for instance. They are on the cusp of getting ready to start some more stuff, but things need to get going a little bit. Voting for cars or NASMAR, which if actually our listeners won't be able to vote for that by the time this comes out, which is unfortunate. But the voting's happening for some of the cars are now. I don't know if the 3D printer has arrived yet to print some cars, but that's a thing that'll happen once it does.
That's gonna be cool, yeah.
And then M Games, I believe, mining, episode 3 mining is almost ready to come out, I think. So it should be out sometime next month.
But unfortunately, Mr. Ricochet is stuck and can't go over to his brother's house because of the quarantine.
Correct, yes.
You know, I could just do the commentary. I could just do it.
He said he's not accepting anyone else because he thinks the
I
fans.
talked to him about that already. They like Ricochet. Actually, I did get. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna.
Like Ricochet.
I love the name. Do you guys get it, by the way? Because like Ricochet.
Oh my
Ricochet,
gosh,
like,
not again.
Ricochet,
Stop.
like
Stop.
Like Rick O'Shea. Ricochet. The word Ricochet and then the name Rick O'Shea. Like the word Ricochet means like ricochet, like a marble like bouncing off, like a chicane or something, as Greg Woods would say. And then Rick O'Shea is the name of the marble persona that announces the races, and then like get it because the word ricochet and Rick O'Shea. You get it? I get it. You get it? You get it, Waff?
Yep.
He's got it. All right. So that, and if you don't get it, you can comment below. I'll explain it to you in detail. But it's just simple. Rick O'Shea, ricochet. Think about marbles. It's like pinball, actually.
I just
Right?
want to apologize to
Very
all of our
simple.
listeners that for Brennan wasting your
Really
time.
simple. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. That's the Did You Know segment of the week. Oh, it's the overrated, underrated. Overrated, underrated.
What the?
We haven't done overrated, underrated in forever.
Virgin Galactic.
Underrated for the week, overrated for the week. Does anyone have one? Or you, Mr. Waff, Gamma Wolf, give me some overrated, give me some underrated. Even live chat out
Vision,
there. Some
completely
overrated, some underrated.
overrated for hosting.
Huh?
Shin,
Huh?
overrated.
What's overrated?
Envision Racing.
Oh, why? Because they lost? What was that even? What's the Formula E thing anyway? Like Formula, but it's electric cars or something. So like they're saving the world, but also racing. Because all the land they destroyed to build the track, but they're using electric cars, so it's saving the earth. I'm sorry.
They actually don't run on circuits. They actually run on like airports and stuff like that.
Oh, do they actually? Oh, so they don't even take up the land. So I just
Straight
was
circuits.
being
and
ignorant.
Straight circuits.
Oh man,
I'm just
we just
stupid
got
then.
roasted by our own live chat.
Hey, you know what?
Overrated MSW podcast. Underrated.
Overrated. This
Armor
podcast,
MRL.
guys. Get it, Ricochet?
Oh.
But no, overrated, underrated, man. Underrated, absolutely. Underrated is Team Galactic. I don't think they get enough notice. They're going to host this year. They were again in Marbula 1, as in many other years in Marble League, they were very, very good. They were up there in the top. But no one really noticed them. Everybody was thinking about, the Savage Speeders, the O'Rangers, even the Green Ducks, let's see the Hazers. Team Galactic, well, they weren't in the top 4. They did do well. I think they're an underrated team. I think they're just not given enough attention, enough credit. They kind of just disappear into the middle of the pack. And I think that they have a really good chance of breaking this coast curse. So, absolutely underrated team is the is Team Galactic. That is.
Kaysen said that that Team Galactic is not underrated in certain parts of the community, but that's like saying that Team Momo is not underrated in the Momo community. Like, of course they're not. That's the fans.
Exactly, yeah.
But you gotta look at the entire JMR Marble Sports fan community and look at it that way. Like, does the entire community love and respect the achievements of the Team Galactic? No.
Yeah, like it's not. Yeah, O'Rangers is a bandwagon team, and then you got Savage Speeders. I mean, those are the real ones. And Hazers even now is a little more popular than it used to be.
Who's the worst bandwagon team?
O'Rangers.
O'Rangers.
That's not even a question.
It's not even a question, man.
I think it's changed.
You think it's changed?
Raspberry Racers.
No, it's not the Raspberry Racers. A lot of people don't care about them. A lot of people don't. With their performance in Marbula 1.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, can you go over to the JMR server and look at the tags and how many people have clicked on Raspberry Racers versus O'Rangers?
Well, it's been reset recently, so it's not accurate, but I'll look at it anyway.
But that's just like one time, man. I think the Raspberry Racers aren't more popular, more bandwagon than the O'Rangers. If you get a fresh fan, right off the regular sports boat, they're gonna be going O'Rangers.
Why do you think they're going O'Rangers? Because they got them.
I've talked to many fresh fans, and they go O'Rangers. They go O'Rangers every time.
Okay, Team Galactic is one of the more popular teams. Maybe that's not a good example. But okay, Kaysen, however, did give examples like not everyone in the Earth believes that Earth is round. Okay, that I did not say that. Everybody
don't
in the community
start me on that garbage.
No. Just because those are outliers does not mean that it's not popular. It is a very popular belief that the Earth is round. It's not even a belief. It's a fact. It's just that there are delusional people who believe that the Earth is a pizza.
They are stupid. And I was hearing a bunch about that, and people some people believe, oh, the Earth is round thing was invented by NASA so they could make more money or get more money, and I just don't
Even though
understand that.
they're like down and like they've been
People
losing money
thought
for
the
years.
Earth was flat in 1200.
But then
1200 year.
someone
Year
proved the
1200.
Earth was round back in like
Yeah,
1200.
So how would
with
it be
stick.
NASA? NASA wasn't invented for like 600 years.
Someone proved
Alright,
the Earth was round by
it's
using a
stupid.
stick and shadows in 2 different countries to find out that.
Flat Earth people say it's never been done. It's just so stupid. It's just a bunch of people with not enough stuff to do. All right.
Team Rocket is actually pretty high up there, so they're not actually underrated. They actually are pretty.
I feel like they're
great.
underrated just because I don't hear about them a lot. Maybe in the JMR
true,
community.
but like I haven't I haven't heard about them a lot, but I don't think but that's probably because I'm not
I
paying
feel
attention.
like I hear about limers. I feel like I even hear about Momo more. I feel like I don't hear about juggle jumpers very much, but I don't really like them, so they're not underrated in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just feel like I hear about the real bad teams and the 3 really good teams, and then Team Galactic is always that middle of the pack, kind of disappears in their team.
Yeah.
At least the way I've experienced it.
It's truly overrated, underrated. The Green
Overrated,
Machine.
underrated. The Green Machine? What do you mean?
The Green Machine?
Watch MFA and you will find out.
Don't plug your channel in this segment. Yeah, go watch his channel. He has a channel. He races marbles. The editing's actually pretty good. It's no JMR, but it's better than your average.
Guess what editor I am using?
Final Cut Pro,
Maker.
DaVinci. You should be using DaVinci. It's
But
free.
you're using Windows Movie Maker? Why?
Because my computer is 10 years old.
Oh yeah, he's got to get.
Oh.
He's got to get an updated system. Ricochet, get it? Sorry. Is it time for the trivia?
Yes, it's time for the trivia segment.
All right, time for the trivia. Cue the music, Justin. It's time for trivia. Meow, 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 meow.
Now it's time for the trivia segment. Come on now, let's go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Trivia. It's time
We're
for
singing
the
the song,
trivia.
even though the music is put in there already. We don't even have to sing it. It's already in there. Actually, you guys heard it already. You're probably
Right.
listening to me talk afterwards. Like, why is guys fucking talking instead of doing the trivia shit? All right. Deep breaths. All right, I need a trivia question. So live chat people that always send me one, get on that. Thank you, by the way. I really do appreciate it. You guys, without you guys sending me questions, I don't know what I'd do. I really don't know what I would do. But you guys, hopefully one of you come through with that right now. Meaning like now, Ricochet. Now. As we snowball our way through this one. All right, who wants to start us off?
Sure. Who wants to? Well, I actually have 2, so somebody else go first.
Waff.
Okay, alright, here's an obscure one. So, in race 11, the Austin, Texas Grand Prix for Marble Circuits, how many places did Mamonas drop from their qualifying position?
Ooh.
Oh, that's the one that just came out, right? The
Yes.
USA circuit.
They dropped all the way down to 12th.
Yes, but
So I know.
how many
Oh, what
spots?
Dude, shouldn't I know this, right?
Yeah, you should.
Third or fourth. So I'm gonna go.
They didn't
8.
do that well in the qualifiers. I'm
8?
gonna go 6.
All right. Unfortunately, it was 7.
Oh wow.
Oh,
what
we
the odds,
nailed
man?
both sides of it. And Jason got it right.
Dude, can I cut in for a sec? Just because you're talking about Momonas.
Yes.
Someone commented on that video to me. Hey, you always. They commented, hey, you always. Well, actually, let me just pull up the comment and read what they said. I don't know why I try to make it up.
Saved it.
No. I'll just go to the channel. I'll find it. Actually, Gemma will find you do your trivia question while I find this comment.
Okay.
And then I'll do one, and then you can do your second one.
Okay. So of the teams, so this is a team question. So of the teams that have competed in the Marble League / Marble Olympics, which team has never gotten a medal?
I
feel like we've done this one before.
I
but
feel
I
like
don't
we
know.
might have, but I don't remember the answer.
You never do.
A team that has not gotten a medal yet. That would be...
It can be past teams and or retired teams.
Oh, really? Well, okay. I feel like there would be multiple then, wouldn't there? Like,
Oh,
I feel like Gliding Glaciers never did good.
I love Blue Lightning Glaciers though. I want to see them come back. But they weren't even in. Were they even in Showdown? No, right?
No, they weren't in showdown. They were in one qualifier. They failed, and then they
I know. I want to see that team come back. I love the Gliding Glaciers. It's a shame. But I actually don't know this.
Wait, do they count for if they didn't make it past qualifiers?
oh, they do not make it count if they.
Well, the
Canon. The question is, which team has never scored any medals in the Marble League and has made it there?
okay. In that case, I want to say
fast coupons instead of fast coupons. Sorry, it's always funny when people do that.
Shining Swarm?
Those coupons are fast, man. They save you so much.
Wait, did Shining Swarm ever even make it past qualifiers?
No, they did. Yeah, I think they did.
A Shining Swarm did make it into the ML.
Oh, okay. I think it was Shining Swarm then.
Yes.
Shining Swarm. Cobalts. I'll guess Cobalts.
I'm pretty sure Cobalts have gotten a
Okay.
medal.
I don't remember that, man. I feel like the Cobalts always are terrible. Like I don't think I've ever seen them. We haven't seen them forever. They didn't even get a past Showdown this year, so they're not even going to be in the qualifiers. Neither are the Limers, by the way, but...
Okay, well, chat's telling us that we're both wrong, so, let's see.
It's. Do you want me to tell you?
We've already been... Well,
give us a hint.
Okay, so the answer is the Quicksilvers.
I was gonna say Quicksilvers, but, like...
Really? Oh, did they actually get in, like, past qualifiers?
They were in the first... They were in the first one.
2017. No, 2017. Second
Those
one.
Silvers, man, they're not very quick.
And then, which team... Okay, now this second one might be a little bit tricky, but which team that is a current Marble League team 0 shows in the Marble League? So basically, they're a current team, but they say that they have made it to 0 Marble Leagues.
Wait, what do you mean? A current, like...
Oh,
you mean the Hornets?
that's the Hornets.
Yeah, they haven't done a Marble
Yeah,
League yet.
They have no chance of making it to the next qualifiers.
Wait. Reset your question.
Oh, Turtle Sliders.
Yes.
Yeah, because they not only have were a new fan team, but they didn't even get past the first qualifiers, the Showdown. So therefore, ow! I hit my Coke can. Therefore, they can't make any sort of headway here in the coming Marble League, right? Yeah, that's them. I'm right. That's right. I'm correct.
Correct.
I am correct. I knew that.
Marble guy.
Yes, that's me.
Where's
I
your
can't
trade
find the
question?
comment. Sorry, I can't find the comment.
Well, just tell us what it said, all right?
But the guy was like, "Hey, dude, you always mess up Momonas. It's a big green marble. How do you mess up Momonas?" And well, granted, that one looks like 3 of the other marbles. Just putting it out there.
Momonas
But the
is
second
like
thing-
what? Momonas is like the only unique looking ones out there.
No, Momonas to me is not that unique.
But
But
it's a different
that's
shade of
not my
green.
That's not my point. My point is that I don't think I said Momonas one time that whole race because Momonas was not even like in the top half of that whole race.
So
I was like, dude, what are you even talking about? I didn't even mention him.
I think I remember actually is either this race or the previous race that you called Momonas one of the yellow marbles instead.
No, I don't think so. I actually was very good about not making no mistakes the last couple of races
please
because people were
just-
getting upset about it.
Whatever. Trivia.
Yes.
All right, so, okay, so this is a good trivia question, submitted by Akanan, just Akanan, sorry. It is, which Marble Circuits racer has the most golds?
I believe that answer is pink pearl.
How
No.
fast are those coupons? How fast? How fast?
No,
Do they ricochet?
I think it's.
Get it? Ricochet? What? Sorry, go.
No, I think it's actually gold piston.
No, because I think gold piston.
What? You already finished them? Those are some fast coupons.
Oh my gosh, Brendan, okay. He says gold piston. I say pink pearl. What's the answer?
It is gold piston and pink
All
pearl.
Whoa!
Both of them are correct because they've both won, I believe, 3 races. Sea Turtles,
That's
I think, has only won 2.
2.
And I think we got another one. We got a last trivia, and then I'm actually going to go through a bunch of the really interesting stats for this last Fubeca race. But S-Man says, how many teams have competed in exactly one Marble League?
All right. Well. Well, Quicksilver's only competed in 1.
The Quicksilvers, Cobalts were in a couple, I think. Shining Swarm is 1, definitely. So I think I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna say 4. I don't know the answer.
What's the question again?
What time is it? No. The question is how many teams have competed in exactly one Marble League? 0 because it was Marble Olympics up until now, so 0 is the correct answer. But pretty much how many have competed in exactly one Marble Olympics?
Let's see. We got the Cobalts, the Indigo Stars.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Indigo Stars.
Green Ducks, technically too.
5. I think it's gonna be 5.
I'm gonna go 7. Actually, I'm gonna change it to 7.
Oh wait. I got the page right here. I can tell you right now.
Wait. It's trivia. It's trivia. You can't cheat.
Yeah, cheating.
You are cheating.
Yeah,
You're about to
you're looking up the answer.
I already answered my answer.
Well,
I can know if I'm wrong, right, or.
But no,
the
course, it's supposed to be revealed to us if we're wrong from there. You're not supposed to look up the answer. Oh no,
I'm going to reveal it now because MFA is just cheating, just blatantly cheating on this podcast. How fast are those coupons, dude? What? 6. It's 6. I said 7, so I was 1 away.
I never even said my guess. Whatever. Shoot.
Well, the cheating kind of rushed me, dude. It made me roll through the answer. This podcast is overrated. Bacon Z, welcome to the live chat. It's good to see you. Get on that collab that we're supposed to be working on too. Anyways, guys, that was the trivia segment. I hope you enjoyed that. Cue the outro music. That one was interesting.
That was the trivia segment. Now let's head back to the show. The show. Oh.
I feel like we're in this weird. I hope the music played already. I feel like we're in a weird limbo stage where we're sick of Marbula 1, and we're also haven't had Marble League stuff happen yet. So we're in this weird something please happen in Marble Sports. But we actually have something to talk about for the rest of the episode. Really interesting stats I'm about to read off for you guys. Regarding Marble Fubeca. If you don't watch that channel, well, a lot of people do. Go watch it. They did 12 races for their Marble circuits, which, well,
they've done 11. They're going to do 12.
They're about to do 12 this coming week, the final race. And from races 6 to 9, it was very boring because 12 is just too many for the Marble circuits, man. That's just a lot of races. But it's been really exciting, and to pull up the stats here because it's a really, really one of the closest Marble Sports events I've ever seen so far, to where we're going into the last event and there are 6 marbles. That's half of the competitors that have a chance to win the competition here. It is unbelievable. And for people who do watch Fubeca, I will actually give you the breakdown here. All right, let me get to the scoreboard. Where did he put that up here? All right, here we go. I just clicked away from it. I'm an idiot.
Well, basically, so
All right, here we go.
I have the list too. The scoreboard.
So, let me do this because
All
I'm
right.
the commentator. I feel like obliged to do it. Ricochet. So Gold Piston
Oh,
is on the
please.
top of the standing with 126 points, and just based on the fact that that's true, and based on the fact that the most amount of points that you can get from an event would be the 25 points for winning plus the 2 extra points for the fastest lap or golden lap or whatever you want to call it. So the most you can get is 27 points. So that means any marble with more than 98 points technically has a chance to win or tie. So with that being said, the only marbles that don't have a chance to get first place are in the bottom half. Actually, and a lot of the bottom half marbles have it. Not all of them. Actually, only one of the bottom half marbles actually has a chance to get anywhere on the podium. If you look at the standings here, you look at your bottom 5 marbles: Momonas, Arrow Frog, Fast Coupons, Big Dogs, and Loose Wheel. They don't have a chance to first place finish. They don't have a chance to podium finish. They're just don't have enough points, no matter what. Even if most of these guys got 0 points in the top, not going to happen. But Black Pirates in 7th place. So that's bottom half of the overall standings we're talking about here. Bottom half. And usually, if you're bottom half of the overall standings, you're not going to be getting up the podium. But Black Pirates can actually get 2nd overall or 3rd overall if the the 5 above them have a terrible race. So that's, and it's possible too. Like if let's say Gold Piston just won again and just took it over and won the race by and he would have 151 points. If Peppers got last, Pink Pearl got 2nd to last, Sea Turtles got 1 point. All right. And the other 2 kind of did low placement, Sparky and Night Rivers. Black Pirates would be right up in 2nd place. That's insane. It's 7th. And then actually from 6th to 1st place, all of those marbles have a chance at the top 1. Night Rivers and Sparky can only get top 1 if they score 1st place, and Gold Piston scores last place or 11th, because if he scores those, they get 0 points.
Okay, so Brendan,
Yep.
or Marble Guy. So the only way Black Pirates can finish 2nd is if Peppers scores less than 3 points, and Black Pirates scores all 27 possible points. That will give him 123. And so he would need...
Well, if he just gets 1st and Peppers gets 12th place, then he also gets it. And it's Peppers can get last place, but if Pink Pearl gets 2nd, then Black Pirates certainly won't either. A lot of marbles have to do bad.
Yeah. So Black Pirates must get 1st. Then Peppers must finish below, so 9th or below.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would have
But
to
also
finish.
so does Pink Pearl. And so does Sea Turtles. And so does Night Rivers. All right. Any marble above Black Pirate can take away that 2nd place spot just by having a really good race. You know? So you have there's a bunch of marbles.
Sparky.
Yeah, or Sparky. Yeah.
So Sparky's only 6 points ahead. So the gap between 1st and 2nd is 25 to 18. Now, if the 1st place, which is just hypothetically, we're going to say Black Pirates, if he gets all 27, that will give him 9. And then Sparky gets 2nd, he still will beat out Sparky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That will happen. Wait. Yeah, if he gets that and the fastest lap. Usually that doesn't happen. So it's very extreme for all of the good performers to do bad, and Black Pirate both gets 1st place and the fastest lap. That would be a miracle. But I mean, I think obviously there's a chance. Anything can happen. I think if you want to look at realistic outcomes, you got to take a look at the top 4 here. I mean, you have Gold Piston. All Gold Piston has to do is win or get second place, and
Second place,
as long
second place
as what?
not secure. If Peppers wins,
Yeah,
the
but
gap
wins, and I was gonna say that wins and gets the fastest
he doesn't
lap.
even need to get a fast lap because the gap between first and second is 7 points. So as
Wait,
some
what? I thought they gave 20 points for second.
it's 25 to 18.
Wait, really? Have I been looking at this
Yes.
wrong?
So the gap is 7.
Wow.
So as long as Gold Piston does not get fast lap and Peppers wins first, it doesn't matter where Gold Piston finishes.
That's
Peppers has
true.
claimed the
That's
championship.
actually really exciting. So it literally is Peppers Gold Piston because they're only a 6-point gap. So okay, so let's say because if Gold Piston gets first, obviously, well, he wins, of course. But if he gets
No.
second,
No.
yeah.
Yes, it's right because the
If he gets second, then he only
In
gets
second.
18. But Peppers gets 25, which will be 7 more than him. So he'll have a +7 on Gold Piston, which would put him over. So if Gold Piston gets second, the only way you can guarantee a win is either that Peppers is not in first place or Gold Piston is the one that gets the fastest lap.
yes. So the way Pink Pearl wins is she either gets first and then has Gold Piston. If Gold Piston finishes in second, she will need fastest lap in order to win. And then wherever that happens, so
No, she can't win if she has fastest lap and first place.
she can because that's 18.
Oh, yeah, it's only 2 down,
27,
right? Because that would put her. Wow, so Pink Pearl can win this even if Gold Piston gets third if she gets fast lap. That's insane. That's how close this is. Like, and then Sea Turtles. I mean, Sea Turtles gets first.
We'll need help.
Then, well, Sea Turtles doesn't need that much because actually, if you look at the previous races, these 4 marbles have very rarely been at the top together. There have not been. There was one race back in 8 where Pink Pearl, Peppers, and Gold Piston were all in the top 3. But rarely are all 4 of these, even 3 of the 4, at the top at the same time.
That's
so
true.
if things go the way they're expected, if Sea Turtles is one of the ones at the top, he can run away with this easily. I mean, really, if Pink Pearl is up in second place, as long as Sea Turtles wins and Gold Piston and Peppers are down in like 4th and 5th, he can actually. I don't know, 4th and 5th. It might be 6th and 7th. He can actually take that victory.
So Sea Turtles with a win would score 25 plus 113. So that's going to be 138. So that will give him a 12-point cushion to Gold Piston. Now, the position that will give 12 points is 4th.
So, wow.
So it would be a tie. Now,
and
then
so
it would come down.
Gold Piston finishing 5th and Sea Turtles finishing 1st gives him the victory. No, but that's true. I guess
is you have the second and third marbles also to contend with. Now, Pink Pearl, that's a 5-point gap. So a win still doesn't cut it because the fast lap only gives 2 points. That cuts the total to 5. It's a tie right there.
That's if Pink Pearl gets second in fastest lap. You're saying she would tie Sea Turtles with first. Yes, but I actually don't. These marbles will not both get fastest lap. I can't see them getting fastest lap. I see Night Rivers or Sparky or Black Pirates getting fastest lap. That's my prediction.
Momonas.
And Momonas maybe, or maybe like Big Dogs.
Big Dogs.
Big Dog. Fast Koopa.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how close it is, and like Sea Turtles can actually win this, and even Night Rivers can win this. Night Rivers can win this.
So there's a 20-point gap to first. So that would require first, and then first and then Gold Piston to finish below 7th, and that's not including fastest lap and not saying anything else about the other top 3 after that, 2nd through 4th. So if Night River wins and basically the top 4 all finish at the bottom, like 9th through 12th, she can still win, yes. Doesn't matter who takes it.
Who, Knight Rivers?
at Knight Rivers.
So as long as if Knight Rivers wins, you're saying
And the top 4 finish and from 9th to 12th, it's game over.
wow, that would be very, very extreme. And Sparky has a similar situation, right? But Sparky has a very specific stratification of that 9th to 12th.
Yes.
Right, it would have to literally be Gold Piston 12th, Peppers 11. Well, both of those give 0. So Gold Piston, Peppers in 11th and 12th, and then Pink Pearl in 10th and Sea Turtles in 9th, right? For Sparky to win this.
And
If
well,
Sparky
Knight
gets
Rivers
first.
and Knight Rivers really doesn't matter because the gap is only 4.
Yeah.
So the gap is small enough that it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, Knight Rivers positioning does not matter to Sparky. And actually Sparky will probably have a good chance at podium if he can finish first, but he is actually he has podium finished 4 times but has not gotten a first place this season. So he's been very consistent, kind of like Mellow Yellow, but just not taking the gold.
Pushing it off.
Yeah.
You know what? It's very close. It's going to be a nail biter for the. How many laps is this going to be?
I don't know. It's usually up between 15 and 20, so it's gonna be fury out of the gate because, dude, like the chances that out of these 4 to 5 marbles who actually have a decent chance of winning, the chances that 2 of them aren't going to be up at the top are low. And even then, like even if you have 2 unimportant competitors at the top, like Arrow Frog or whatever, Loose Wheel, I mean, there's still a battle because like Gold Piston, even if he's down in 6th, if he can finish high enough above the other marbles that are also good, then he can still grab it. So it's just going to be a fury the whole time.
Just say if one of the top 2 of the bottom 5 marbles gets first and second, then where does Gold Piston need to finish? Well, Gold Piston needs to finish above a 15-point gap. So 15 is for third. So that's a 6 points. So let's see. He needs to hold the gap to 6. So that means if 2, not exactly to say worthless marbles, but marbles who can't win the championship, finish first, second, then Gold Piston would need to finish 5th in order to cover off the 3rd place finisher if it were to be Peppers. And then you would have to hope Peppers does not win the fastest lap, because if he does, it's game over. He loses.
Yeah, dude, man. There's so many moving parts. Dude, you know what it's going to be, though? For me? Like, I'm going to be commenting, if there's not, like, a clear winner at the top, or one of those 4 at the top, I'm not even going to actually be able to calculate that quickly in my head. I'm just not going to be able to do it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be like, listen, it's up to the scoreboard. Who is our victor? But that's going to be, it's going to be such a good race because there's so many possibilities. There's so many possible winners here.
Basically, the thing is, if Gold Piston just wins, that's all Gold Piston is focusing. Just win and championship's yours.
Here's my thing, man. I mean, because I think we should throw out some predictions here because we're at an hour already.
Yeah.
But here, let me throw out my prediction. You guys throw out yours, and then we'll wrap it up. My prediction is this: I don't think Gold Piston's taking the victory. I think that after that very shaky performance in the Austin Grand Prix, where he had first by 5 full seconds, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. Well, I just want to say 6th, but it's 5. 5 full seconds, then lost it almost. He lost it for a second there. Arrow Frog, of all people, of all marbles, took that, and then he just squeaked it back at the end. That showed that, like, I don't think he has the endurance to keep, especially in a stressful race like this. I don't think he has endurance to keep it up. And I don't think Pink Pearl's got it either. I think Pink Pearl has just been struggling. I have to say that it's either going to be Peppers, who to me is just a dog out there. Obviously Big Dogs is a dog too, but Pepper's always working so hard. Even in races he doesn't win, you see him battling at the top, battling in the middle, just always battling. Or Sea Turtles, because Sea Turtles has been very, very dormant for the last few races. And I think Sea Turtles has a good chance to come back here at the end. I think maybe he's saving his energy. Maybe he was struggling, but he has a good chance to win if he comes back here. So I'd say Sea Turtles or Peppers is my final choices, final predictions. And I think that if I had to predict one of the two, Night Rivers or Sparky, I would say Night Rivers, man. Because one of those dark
Rivers?
horses. My dark horse is Night Rivers, and I'm going to go Peppers and Sea Turtles. Dark horse, Night Rivers. All right? That's what I say. As far as
Who's going to be number one? Because you can only pick one to win. Sea Turtles or
Sea Turtles or Peppers? I would go Peppers. I think Peppers going to win it. But if Peppers doesn't win it, it's going to be Sea Turtles. If Sea Turtles doesn't win it, it's going to be Night Rivers. All right, that's my guesses. As far as second place goes, I think Gold Piston's going to get to second place. And as far as third place, I don't know, man. I think for Sea Turtles, it's either going to be first or it's going to be fourth. So I think Pink Pearl's going to stay in third, or we're going to see something crazy from Sparky. I mean, those are my predictions. I just feel like Sea Turtles is in there or he's not. In there, it's going to be Peppers or it's going to be Sea Turtles. That's what I say. All right, what do you guys think?
I guess to say something different, I'll go Sea Turtles instead. Just because Sea Turtles was the first real standout competitor, and I do think you're onto something there. I think Sea Turtles might have been saving its energy for these final races here, and it's gonna surprise us all.
I need to calculate. That's a problem. Sea Turtles is 13 points down the order. That is if she wins first, and let's just say she gets fastest lap. She needs Gold Piston to finish fourth. It's the shakeout. I honestly don't see that happening.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to say.
Sorry.
What?
I'll just say it's marble sports. Anything can happen. We never know. You never know.
Happen like the 8th to 1st comeback from Sea Turtles. Yes, on the absolutely narrow track, that was ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh man, what do you say, Gamma Wolf? What's your predictions?
I gotta go Gold Piston. I want to say Sea Turtles, but I think Gold Piston will hold it through.
Okay.
It's a valid prediction. It's a
Very valid.
fine prediction. Yeah, it is a fine prediction. He does have the momentum. That's true.
The momentum.
Yeah, but I just don't feel that he has. I just don't think with the pressure of this final race that he's got it. I just don't think so. I think he's going to get overtaken. This is not an Arrow Frog race, you know. I mean, he had trouble with Arrow Frog. Imagine when Pink Pearl and Peppers are coming back in a fury here. It's very hard for me to see at least 2 of those top 4 competitors not qualifying high. I think 2 of them are going to qualify high. You might even see 3. And if it's 4, it's just going to be an all-out, just wild dash, man. I don't know.
I think what you're thinking is that Gold Piston has blown a piston.
Maybe. Sure.
Write that down, Mr. Wolf.
Maybe. I think we should wrap up on that one. Then let's wrap up this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. We are, of course, awaiting the winner of the Marble Circuits as well as the coming Marble League. Honestly, life has been weird, guys, with this whole virus thing. So just keep healthy, enjoy marble sports, and I just can't wait for the Marble League because that's going to reignite a lot of new, interesting stats to look at. I'm very excited for NASMARB, of course, which will be another few months.
Yes.
And also Glasscar, which is by Fubeca, which that's supposed to have some new features. So, and it's like a new style of track building, a bigger style. So we'll see if that's cool and unique. Much bigger. It's supposed to be like much wider than those gray tracks. Ooh. He's going to build it. He's going to use a non-elevator, or he said he might use like a propulsion system instead of an elevator. So I don't know how that works either. But he's going bigger. He's using like 22 millimeter marbles. I suggested like 32, but like apparently those are too heavy or whatever. So, I mean, we're going bigger here. I think it's going to be cool. We already have names and logos. So some of my favorites are Rock Slide and Ivory and stuff. So it's going to be cool. All right, but there are some good marble sports coming this May. And I just can't wait for the Marble League. I can't wait for the NASMAR, but I can't wait for Glass Card because those are going to be new marble sports things we've never seen before. Because I mean, we've seen Marble League, but we haven't seen this year's Marble League, which is always it's going to be some new events. I've heard it's going to be great, guys. So we will see you guys in the next episode. We're having some guests on, so tune in and have a quick have an Orangers of a week. I don't know.
Roll on,
And
Marble
what?
Sports. What?
And watch Marbles for Autism.
Oh, yes.
Watch his channel. Watch his channel. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, you got nothing else to do, right?
Shameless plug
Certainly
number
not doing
2.
homework. Yep. And then Waf, you can say your usual ending.
Roll on, Marble Sports fans.